Video system initializing, signal stable, transmission begins in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Most indie devs pitch creators the wrong way. Most indie devs send creator pitches that sound like more like patch notes than anything else. They lead with genre, features, systems, bosses, card counts, mechanics, and everything they worked hard to build. And I get why they do that. When you spend years making a game, you want people to understand the work that went into it. But creators are asking a different question. Can I even turn this into a good video, first of all? So let's talk about how indie devs can pitch creators like content strategists. Here's the real problem with most indie game pitches. Most indie devs pitch their games from the developer's point of view. They say something like, hey, I made a roguelike deck builder with 50 cards, 12 bosses, procedural levels, and unique art style. That's accurate, but it forces the creator to do all the content thinking for them. The creator has to figure out the title, the thumbnail, the hook, the audience, the fit, and whether the game gives them even a reason to record. A stronger pitch does some of the work up front. It could be something like, your audience seemed to enjoy your recent Slay the Spire and Inscription videos, so I thought this might be a good fit. It's a horror deck builder where every card you play changes the surrounding room. That pitch is stronger, because now the creator can see the audience fit. They can see the content angle. They can see how this game might turn into a video people will click on. And this is where indie devs need to understand something simple. Creators rarely care about the game in the same way the developers do. That does not mean the creators are selfish or shallow. It means that they have their own jobs. Their job is to make something their audience wants to watch. So when an indie dev reaches out, the pitch needs to answer a few questions fast. Will this fit my channel? Will my viewers care? Can I make a good title from this? Can I make a strong thumbnail? Will the footage produce a funny moment, a tense moment, a strange moment, a useful breakdown, or a clear story? This is why the best indie game pitches are not just game descriptions. They're content angles. And honestly, this topic is interesting to me because I come from, writing hooks, positioning, and content strategy. So when I look at this problem, I do not see just indie devs struggling to get coverage. I see indie devs struggling to package their games so creators can actually use them. Attention matters before launch. Wishlists still matter as a launch signal. Wishlists are still useful for predicting launch performance, even though every wishlist does not carry the same buying intent. So if indie devs want more wishlists, they need more attention before the game comes out. Creator outreach is one of the cleanest ways to get that attention when it's done right. The issue is that most indie devs treat creator outreach like they are sending a resume for a job. They should treat it like they are giving the creator, a good video idea. Here's the first one, which I don't think many people think about, which is pitch the creator's audience first. The first mistake is pitching the game before pitching the creator's audience. A creator's not sitting there thinking, is this developer talented or something like that. They are thinking, would my viewers click this, watch this, respond to this? Those are the real filters there. So the dev has to show they understand the creator's audience before they ask for coverage. Before reaching out, the dev should just check a few things. Does this creator play this game? Have they covered similar games recently? Did those videos do well for their channel? Do their viewers seem to respond to this kind of game? Does the game create the kind of moments that fit the creator's style? A cozy game creator needs charm. A horror game streamer needs tension. A challenge-run YouTuber needs systems they can push. A comedy group needs chaos. Different creators just need different things. So the pitch has to prove that the game belongs to the creator's audience and to their content. This is why, I made a cool game, come play it is usually weak. A better version is, I saw your recent videos on Lethal Company and content warning. Since your audience seems to enjoy chaotic co-op games with the proximity chat moments, I thought our demo might fit. That one sentence does it all and proves that the dev did research. It connects the game to the creator's existing audience. It gives the creator a reason to keep reading. It makes the email feel intentional instead of spam to like 500 people. The key is simple. Do not start by explaining everything your game does. Start by showing why the creator's audience might care. Number 2, you need to lead with a watchable hook. A game hook and a content hook are two different things. A game hook explains why the game is interesting to play. A content hook explains why the game is interesting to watch. The difference matters a lot in creator outreach. If the pitch only explains the system, the creator still has to figure out the video angle. For example, a dev might say, our game has a dynamic crafting system. That might be true, but it does not give the creator much to work with. A stronger version would be, every item you craft has a chance to betray you during boss fights. And there's a video moment, there's tension, there's a title idea, a thumbnail idea. Now there's a reason for the creator to think, okay, I can make something out of this. This is what indie devs should be looking for. The pitch should give creators a watchable reason to care. Here are a few examples. A co-op horror game where the monster learns your team's habits. A city builder where every law you pass creates a new problem. A farming sim where the town slowly realizes you are not human. A detective game where lying suspects change the evidence. These are stronger because they sound like video ideas. A creator can look at those and instantly start thinking about titles, clips, reactions, thumbnails, and audience comments. That should be the test. Can the creator turn your pitch into a video title in like 5 seconds? If the answer is no, the hook is probably too developer focused. Here on number 3, you gotta kind of think outside the box a little. Smaller fit-based creators can be more valuable than huge creators. A lot of indie devs chase big creators first, and I understand why. Like a huge YouTuber or streamer can create massive spike in attention. That kind of exposure feels like the dream. But for most indie devs, the better starting point is creator fit. A smaller creator with the right audience can drive better results than a huge creator whose audience has weak purchase intent. This is especially true for Steam games. A 20,000 subscriber creator who plays the exact type of game may drive more wishlist than a 2 million subscriber creator whose audience mostly watches for personality. That does not mean big creators are useless. Of course they can help. A big creator can bring a lot of attention fast. If the game has a highly clickable hook, a strong visual identity, or a format that works well on the stream, bigger creators can matter a lot. But most indie devs should not build their whole outreach strategy around hoping one giant creator saves the launch. That's just too fragile. A better order is start with micro or small creators who already cover similar games. Then move to mid-sized niche creators with active audiences. Then go after larger creators when the game has a strong enough hook to justify it. The practical move is to build a creator list based on comparable games and not subscriber count. You can search YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram for creators who recently covered games like yours. Then you can ask, are they still active? Did the videos perform well for their channel on that platform? Do they include Steam links? Do they cover indie games often? Would your game feel natural in their feed? This is how you pitch like a strategist. You stop asking who has the biggest audience. You start asking who has the right audience. Number 4, personalization should be specific, not long. Personalization does not mean writing a long fan letter. Creators do not need 3 paragraphs about how much their channel means to you. That usually feels forced and they can tell. What they need is one clear reason why the game fits their content. That is enough to show the message was written with intent. Bad personalization kind of sounds like this. I love your channel, and this could be sent to anyone. Better personalization sounds like this. I saw your recent videos on Lethal Company and content writing. Said your audience seems to enjoy chaotic co-op games with proximity chat moments. I thought our demo might fit. That is specific. It names comparable content. It explains the audience pattern. It connects the game to the creator's style and gives the creator a reason to keep reading. A simple structure would be, I'm reaching out because your audience seems to enjoy specific comparable game or video, and your game creates a similar kind of moment, emotion, or format. For example, I'm reaching out because your game seems to enjoy your buckshot roulette or inscription videos, and our game has that same tense, weird high stakes decision making style. That is enough. Keep it specific, then move on. The mistake is trying to prove you are the creator's biggest fan. The better move is proving the game fits their audience. Number 5, you want to think in creator formats. Different creators need different pitches. A YouTuber needs a strong title and thumbnail angle. A Twitch streamer needs live moments, chat interaction, and enough content for a session. A TikTok or Reels creators need one visual idea that makes sense fast. A review channel needs a finished build, a clear embargo, and enough time to play properly. So the game can stay the same, but the angle should change. For a YouTuber, the pitch might be, this has a strong first episode hook. Every upgrade makes the world more hostile. For a streamer, the demo takes about 45 minutes and has several chat-friendly decision points. For a TikTok or Reels creator, the main visual hook is that the character mutates every time you use forbidden magic. For a curator, I included 5 short vertical clips and clean key art if you are open to submissions. That is the real meaning of pitching like a content strategist. You are packaging the game into a format the creator can use. You're not just asking for coverage. You're helping them see the video, the stream, clip, post, or review before they even open the game. You come at this from a much stronger position. The bigger lesson here is that indie devs are often told to just market the game right, but that advice is too vague. Marketing is not just posting more. It is not just emailing more creators. It is not just making a trailer and hoping the right person sees it. Good marketing is packaged in the game so the right people understand why it matters fast. And this is where creator outreach becomes a real skill. The best devs do not just ask creators to care. They show the creator why their audience might care. They lead with a watchable hook. They make the pitch easy to act on. They provide clean assets. They time outreach around real content moments. They track what happens after the creator posts. They build relationships instead of sending one random key and then disappearing. That is the difference. A developer pitch says, here's everything my game has. A content strategist pitch says, here's why your audience would want to watch this. And if any devs want more wish lists, more downloads, more coverage, and a better launch, the second version is the one they need to learn, really. Because creators do not just cover games. They cover angles, moments, stories. They cover things their audience will click, watch, and remember. So if you are an indie dev trying to reach a creator, do not just pitch the game, pitch the video your game can become.
Oh, hey, glad you're still here. I've, just finished syncing the next set of files for you. They're right over there on the screen. Take a look and, catch ya in the next one.